Matt,
Gary, first off, thank you so much for joining. I know a long list of interviews, and some say save the best for last, but listen, we'll throw that out there. But I just want to thank obviously Matchroom as well. But Gary, a big fight in December, Monte Carlo. We've talked about this before. You look in great shape. You have some world class sparring with our man Jazza Dickens. But how are you first off?
yeah, really good, really good. Long camp, great camp, come to an end yesterday. Had my final spar yesterday evening, spar Jazza, and it's just been a really good camp. I've fell in love with the process and fell in love with boxing all over again, and really enjoyed this camp. So I'm looking forward to. I'm glad to put it to a close because it was grueling at times, to be fair. And like I said, it was long, a good 12-week camp, but I'm here now. I'm at the end of another camp, and I'm ready to go into fight week and put on a performance next week.
Listen, you're in the top five with the likes of Floyd Schofield, Edwin Los Santos, Andy Cruz, just to name a few names. If a win comes about, hopefully, this could propel you back into some super fights, Gary. Compared to more than 12 months ago, when obviously we seen what happened in the Troy Arena on the 20th of May, where you said that you locked yourself away, you went to Liverpool, you changed your mindset completely. So, what's been the change so far in this camp, or has it been same as since you got back to and you're back with you and Troy with your team?
I feel like Matt, I'm fighting now because I love to fight, and I've brought myself back to my roots. I'm obviously training back at home in Unit 3, but I feel like I've really peeled back the layers. And when all them big fights in the Tree Arena the first time come around, and even the second time, I was probably fighting for to prove myself to other people, and to prove that this I was going to be a star and I was going to be this, and I kind of jumped into the industry a little bit too much, and now I'm fighting because I love to fight and I fought my whole life, and boxing is something that I really love to do. And like I just said to you again, and I feel like I've been in a different place for this camp, because like I said, I'm just fighting because I'm here because I enjoy to do this, and I'm just really looking forward to getting into the ring and fighting. And I've really enjoyed my preparation because boxing is something that I love to do every single day, and that's been the difference this time around. I feel like there's been a lot less pressure on me. I've placed a lot less pressure on myself because like I said, I'm just enjoying it and I'm just loving it, and I'm blessed to be able to do this, blessed to be able to live my dreams, and I'm just happy, man. I'm just a lot happier, and my life's in a good place. So
You seem a lot happier, and I remember the last time I came down to Unit 3, you were skipping and bouncing and shadowboxing in the ring, and yeah, but you're just warming up, and then obviously you had a great session after. But like, have the sessions increased or intensified since obviously what happened in May, or like has there been a change in training and routine at all?
now I don't think it was ever a point of, or was ever a thing of getting back to the gym and working harder and grinding more. I've never had a problem with how hard I work, or the intensity of the work that we did. It was probably actually the other way. It was probably actually slow it down a little bit
Mm.
and learn more outside of the ring and learn more tactics and technically and all this kind of stuff rather than going hard, because going hard is just something that I'm used to doing, and I'm very fit, I'm very strong, and I can train very hard, and that's what got me to, I guess, where I am. But also there comes a point where you need to wind it back, I guess, and I've become a lot more experienced and a lot more matured in my last couple of camps to learn what my body needs, what my mind needs, and yeah, like I said, I'm just my life's in a much better place now, and I feel really good. So I'm enjoying my boxing, and I'm looking forward to next Saturday.
Just we're going to just delve a bit more into the fight. This fight was supposed to happen 4.5, 5 years ago, I think, if my timeline is correct. In the Ulster Hall or York Hall, which one was it?
Ulster,
It was the
Ulster.
Ulster Hall. I often get them ones confused. But it's in the Ulster Hall against Maxi Hughes 4.5, 5 years ago. I know you answered this last time, but I just want to ask him why now, Gary?
I think it just makes sense for us both now. I've obviously always followed Maxi's career because we were due to fight back in 2020. And like I said to you before, that the fight has popped up and been offered, and names been mentioned to me a couple of times. And I've always said yes to it because we were due to fight, and I think Maxi maybe takes a bit of like personal grievance to it, but it's not. It's just that he started doing really, really well after we were due to fight, and that fight fell through, and then he started going on a winning streak. I was doing really well, he was doing really well, so I was like, right, yeah, let's get it on, and it never come off, and now we're at a point where it's popped up. It's a good opportunity for us both, I guess.
Yeah,
and it makes sense for us both now. So look, I'm looking to get onto the world stage, and Maxi has proven that he's been there and he's won the IBO world title, and he's a proven operator. So I think it makes sense for us both now to at this stage in both of our careers. I think it's a fight that makes sense for us both. So yeah.
yeah. Like you, as you said, that he's a former IBO world champion. Does that give you a bit extra more fire that he is an IBO former world champion? He's like, listen, this guy is a former champ, and if I beat this guy, then the level kind of gets up a bit, and people are going to be looking at, okay, the people from the outside, the casual boxing fans, when they watch the matchroom cards and like, okay, this guy is a proven level operator and he can fight the best when he needs to fight the best.
Not really, because like I just said to you, I'm not really arsed about proving anything to anybody anymore, bar myself, to be honest with you. I'm boxing because I enjoy it. I know what Maxi Hughes brings to the table. I know what level Maxi Hughes can operate at. My dream is to win a world title. Maxi Hughes has been at world level, fringe world level for a bit now, and I know a win there could put me, like you say, I'm highly ranked with the WBA, so I think a win over Maxi Hughes puts me in line for a world title shot next. So I just want to get in there and do my thing and focus on myself and achieve my dreams, and whatever anybody else thinks is their own business. But yeah, man, I'm just looking forward to getting in and doing my thing.
Have you looked at any other of the sanctioning bodies at all, Gary, with rankings, and just seeing where you're at with other, just maybe just interest in other fights, excluding the WBA, the WBC, the IBF, those kind of sanctioning bodies?
I thought that I was in the top 20 maybe in the WBC. I thought somebody sent that over to me a while back, and then I know I was in the WBO for quite a while. I'm not sure what they look like now, but I've been fighting I've been winning and defending the WBA belts for the fight, so I know I've been highly ranked with them. So I've kind of just been focused on climbing them rankings and trying to get myself into a spot for a shot with them, whether it be Gervonta Davis moves up to 140 and vacates the belt, or whatever happens. But I'll be in a good position whenever the opportunity arises.
There's with Irish boxing, that there's a big card. I just want to quick your opinion on this one. There's a big card on this weekend. Tyrone McKenna against Dylan Moran, and then Graham McComb against Craig McCarthy. Any quick predictions, Robbie? We can hear from the diva?
No, to be honest, I'm team Tyrone, because Tyrone's my bro. I've trained with Tyrone in Dublin throughout the years. I really, really like Dylan as a fella. I've got a good relationship with Dylan as well, but Tyrone's my brother. Tyrone is somebody who I've got a lot of love for, so I'd like to see him. My heart says Tyrone, but look, it may the best man win. It's a 50-50 fight, isn't it? Tyrone is obviously more experienced. Dylan is doing his thing quite a while as well. So yeah, it's a fight that I'm looking forward to. But like I said, if you were to ask me, heart says Tyrone. I'd love to see Tyrone do it, because he's a great friend of mine. Dylan, I've nothing but respect for as well, and a good relationship with. But like I said, Tyrone's my boy. So.
And then quickly, just with the co-main event, Craig McCarthy against Graham McCormack.
Good fight, to be fair. I would probably lean towards Craig McCarthy in that one, but that is going to be that's another 50-50. Is that co-main? Yeah,
that's co-main. Yes.
I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. That'll be an entertaining fight.
Will you be coming down, Gary, or will you be watching?
I would lean towards McCarthy in that. Now, I'm not going to make the spin down just because I'm going into fight week myself. So
yeah.
I'm up to see Tyrone on the 22nd of December, to jump on the Whiskey and White podcast with himself and Tommy. So I'm looking forward to that with 2 wins under our belts, and we'll have a few chicken wings for the Whiskey and White podcast up in Belfast on the 22nd. So looking forward to that, and keep your eyes peeled for it.
I will do, as always. Gary, one last question. 3 singular words that we can expect from Gary Cully on December 14th in Monte Carlo against Maxi Hughes?
Win, powerful, strong.
On that note, Gary, thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. Obviously, Caitlin, again, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Matt, see you later, bro. Good to
Bye-bye.
chat, all right?
You're welcome.